Good morning, guys. Myself Sandeep Kumar Reddy from Ingenious Competitive Training Academy. Today we'll be discussing about Rashtrakutas dynasty. So let us see what exactly we have been given in our slides. I request you guys to go through whatever has been the slides regarding various topics. There are near about 800 plus question papers and you can directly go through them. Let us see what has been given in it. Initially we have the Rashtrakutas were ruled between the period of 753 to 983 CE. So these are the period from where the Rashtrakutas were ruled. As you can see, the founder of Rashtrakuta Empire, which is the important question, Dantidurg was the founder of Rashtrakuta Empire. It has been asked in SSC CGL also. He occupied the rock cut Chaitya in Ellora and Elephanta. So as you can see, he occupied that the rock cut Chaitya in Ellora, as well as there is Elephanta and Ellora, both were built by the Rashtrakutas, and the Rashtrakutas consider themselves descendants of Satyaki. So you have to remember this, they are the descendants of Satyaki. As you can see to the right how exactly Ellora and Elephanta caves looks. These are the right picture whatever has been given. During the reign of Rashtrakutas, the cave art of Ajanta and Ellora flourished, located in Maharashtra. So we have to remember Ajanta, Ellora, these are located in which place? Aurangabad, which is in Maharashtra. The famous Kailashnath temple, as you can see to the right, the Kailashnath temple is also over there and it was built by the Krishna II. So the carvings out the solid rock in Ellora, these, as you can see how exactly the construction has been taken place by carving the stone of this big rock. Rashtrakutas were of Kannada origin. So you have to remember these Rashtrakuts, they originated from the Kannada, that is in Karnataka. As you can see, the famous Kailash temple in Ellora was built by Krishna I. The Rashtrakutas king, that is Krishna I, had built the Kailash temple, which was shown in previous slide. The famous rock cut temple of Kailash situated in Ellora. We should remember the rock cut temple also, which is of Kailash, which is situated in Ellora itself. The Ellora, the caves and the rock cut temples are Hindu, Buddhist and Jain religious inscriptions. So we have to remember that whatever they have been given in this, they are related to the Hindu, Buddhist and Jain religion sculptures. The wonder of rock cut architecture is considered, that is Kailash temple, which is located in Ellora itself. And Dantidurg, who is the founder of Rashtrakuta, occupied all territories between the Godavari and Vima. So he had occupied the region between the Godavari and Vima. Who is occupied? That is Dantidurg. I request you guys to share it to your friends, because this is near about 800 plus question papers and videos have been uploaded. That will be very useful for various examinations. They are all different types of questions. Next we have the Rashtrakuta ruler who interfered in the politics of northern India, that is Dhruva. So in northern India politics also Dhruva had an interference. Amogvarsh established the capital of Rashtrakuta, that is Manyaket. Please remember Amogvarsh, one of the greatest leader, he embraced Jain religion and he adopted Manyaket as the capital of Rashtrakuta. The struggle of tripartite, as you can see to the right how exactly in tripartite struggle for the Kannauj has had a fight among Palas, Rashtrakutas and Gurjara Pratiharas. They are the winners. You have to remember this struggle of tripartite was fought for Kannauj place, that is Kannauj. Among Palas, Rashtrakutas and Gurjara Pratiharas, among these three, winners were Gurjara or Pratiharas. He occupied Maharashtra by defeating Chalukya king Kirtivarman II. We should remember the Amogvarsh occupied Maharashtra by defeating the Chalukya king Kirtivarman II. So you can see to the right of this India map how exactly Pala Empire ruled towards northeast and Pratihara, Gurjara Pratihara towards Gujarat area and above Rajasthan. Next we have Rashtrakud dynasty, which is towards Karnataka, Maharashtra regions. So these are very important, you have to remember. And next we have the famous king, that is Krishna I, who had built the Kailashnath temple in Ellora. As you can see, he was ruled between 756 to 774, whatever has been given. The destruction of Badami of Chalukya was done by, so whatever the destruction of Badami of Chalukya was done by whom? That is done by Krishna I. The Krishna I succeeded Dantidurg. I told Dantidurg was the initial king and the Krishna I succeeded after this. He conquered the territories that were still under the Chalukyas. So whatever the territories under the Chalukyas have been conquered by Krishna I. He also occupied Konkan and defeated Vishnuvardhana of Vengi and the Ganga king of Mysore. So we have to remember, he had defeated all these Vishnuvardhana of Vengi and Ganga king of Mysore. As I had told, Kailash temple at Ellora was built by Krishna I. Govinda II, son of Krishna I, as you can see, Govinda II, son of Krishna. So Krishna has got a son whose name is Govinda II, and Dhruva was the son of Govinda II. So that Dhruva has become the grandson of Krishna I, who defeated Vatsaraj, Pallavas of Kanchi and Dharmapala. So even Krishna's grandson defeated Vatsaraj, Pallavas of Kanchi and Dharmapala. These are all kings who have been defeated by Dhruva. Next we have Govinda III, who ruled between 793 to 814. So Govinda III was the son of Dhruva. Now again, son of Dhruva, that is Govinda III, he defeated the king, great Gurjara king Nagabhatta II. We have to remember, Gurjara Pratihara's king Nagabhatta has been defeated by Govinda III. He also defeated Dharampala of Pala dynasty. We should remember, all Pala dynasty rulers have got the Pala at the end. His kingdom spread up to the Vindhyas and Malwa in the north and the river Tungabhadra to the south. So whatever the kingdom, he had spread up to the Vindhyas and Malwa in the north and the river Tungabhadra to the south, which is very important. Which who had spread it? Govinda III had spread his kingdom. Here we have Amogha Varsha, who ruled between 814 878 AD. He had formed the capital at Manyaketa, which is located in Karnataka. So this Manyaketa is located in Karnataka. He is the son of Govinda III. So we have to remember, he is the one of the greatest king among the Rashtrakuta dynasty, that is Amogha Varsha I. So he was a great patron of education and literature and adopted the Jainism. So Govinda III's son, that is Amogha Varsha. You have to remember all this cycle, whatever the tree, the birth tree, which is very important. You may be asked few questions. Who is the son of so and so? So who is the father of so and so? You may be asked. He had adopted Jainism by Jinasena. There was a saint whose name is Jinasena, a Jain monk. That monk gave the guidelines to Amogha Varsha to join or adopt Jainism, and then he ruled up to for 63 years. Near about 63 years he has ruled. An Arab merchant whose name is Suleiman stated that Amogha Varsha I as one of the 4 greatest kings of the world. So which is very important. The merchant of Arab whose name is Suleiman stated that Amogha Varsha I was one of the greatest kings of the world, but the other 3 kings were Caliph of Baghdad, the king of Constantinople and the emperor of China. These are the few kings you have to remember. Next we have Krishna III, the last powerful and efficient king, whose name is Krishna III. He conquered over Tanjore, Chola kingdom and Kanchi. So he had overcome over these places, Tanjore, Chola kingdom and Kanchi. The Rashtrakuta king Karka was defeated and deposed by Thaila, who is also known as Thailapa, the Chalukya king of Kalyani. So please remember that the Thailapa is the Chalukya king of Kalyani, had overcome the Rashtrakutas of king, that is Karka. So I hope this will help you a lot. If you have any kind of doubts, you can directly go through again revision whatever has been given. You can call me on 766730 or message me by WhatsApp. This 2100 PDF of GK and GS. If you want, you can call me or you can message me by WhatsApp. You will be given in a PDF. Thank you. Have a good day. Have a great life.